Welcome back everybody to the Dialog Asia Rugby Sevens. This is our last plate final, and this is a game actually between 6th and 5th position, and we saw before Malaysia walking away with a big performance against Philippines, and we see Thailand that have performed so well throughout this tournament. They're coming up against a pretty competitive Sri Lankan side, and they've kicked off and it didn't go to 10 metres. So we're going to see Sri Lanka now. They're going to tap from the middle.
Yeah, it wasn't a good kick from Bunrak, number 10 for Thailand. Let's see if Sri Lanka can capitalise on this error. They shifted to the left with a second man play. Keep going left. There's that speedster, number 7 for Sri Lanka. And the supporting players weren't there quick enough, and Thailand earned themselves a penalty, but it wasn't taken on the mark, so they will have to come back.
Yep, you're right there, David. The referee said you could take the ball back behind the mark, but if you take the ball in front of the mark, the referee will tell you to come back. So that does allow time for the Sri Lankan team, defensive team, to get set. And the Thailand team will look to play one of their moves they've got in the playbook.
One
they go down the blow slow. The fake cuts, but the handling hasn't been the greatest.
Good step. Can she get the offload? No, she goes to ground. 1D with the ball. Looks like she's the conductor out there, calling the shots, takes it into contact. And Thailand shifted back to the right. 2 passes out. No, she sees the space. Switch play back in. And they take it out to the left. And she dummies and she's through.
Great play by the Thailand team. Weren't afraid to go 10, 20 metres backwards. And when they get there into those one-on-one situations, their play we talked about before, David, the second to last player running across the field and giving that late ball back in and putting a lot of pressure on the Sri Lankan defence. So well done to Thailand for keeping nice and composed, and they start off this game with a good first try, and let's see what the conversion looks like.
Great start for Thailand. Lotte Rakibula would be happy with that start.
And conversion successful, and that's a good start by Thailand. We had the coach on yesterday, didn't we, Dave? And he spoke highly about the potential of this Thailand team.
Yes, great try by Thanapur Hodkand for Thailand. As Bunrak gets ready to restart us. She goes nice and deep now. Good take by Sri Lanka. They go back to the short side. She takes it into contact. Got supporting players there. But no, she wasn't releasing. And Thailand take the quick tap. She's going down the sideline. Offload. Good tech, offload again. And Thailand are in again.
Yeah, not only are they working their good offloading play, but their supporting lines. They're coming off their wing, coming and working on their inside pass. And they've been building nicely, haven't they, the Thailand team over the last 2 days. Looking like they're gelling hard, and the passes are sticky. The offloads, a lot of confidence within the offload game, and that's what the coach wants. And Thailand off to a good start.
Conversion is successful. Another great conversion by Bunrak from Thailand.
They take it out to 14-0, and Sri Lanka just to get their hands on the ball. It's been 2 mistakes from the kickoff and 2 tries from Thailand.
So Salia Kumara, the coach for Sri Lanka, wouldn't be too impressed with their start from her girls. They just need to hold on to the ball and not force the pass. Good take from Sri Lanka there. She needs to go to ground, but the ball has been released. And they shift it to the left. Takes it into contact, offload, but the ball wasn't able to be caught there by Sri Lanka.
Yep.
So another error.
There was a slight knock on there by Sri Lanka, and this gives another good opportunity for Thailand. Scrum in the middle. They've got options down the blind side. And let's see where they're going to go to. The scrum's been good. And good to see that again, other players have been able to score a try there. Have got a high profile scoring machine on the right wing, and they're looking to give the ball to her. She catches a good pass and drifts across the field, but she does set up a ruck in the middle, showing good contact skills. Sri Lanka win some good line speed, and the Sri Lanka Thailand team come through the middle, and they go straight away out wide, and they keep hold of the ball.
Great tackle there from Jurawin Shundukun. And they got numbers on the right, and that's where they go.
And that's a good little play there from the halfback. Darted out from the ruck, and that takes them to their third try.
Great try by Passan Jengjob.
The Thailand team, they're a very well drilled team. They can take the ball right to left, and they can also beat you out wide. They can beat you in the middle. So well done to the Thailand team. They played so well yesterday. They're a bit unlucky to not progress into the top four, but it's good to see that they play with high spirits and they want to finish high and try and cement that 5th spot position.
Yes, they were very unlucky to miss out on a semi-final berth. Balote Vakibula, the coach for Thailand, will be so proud of the girls' effort here.
And we've got some good local supporters coming down, and just which a lot of people supporting the Rugby Sevens. A lot of people first time coming to see the Dialog Asia Rugby Sevens.
And we have kick-off from Bunrock. Nice and high, good hang time for her players. And they have got the ball back, and they're straight away they're on the attack. They shift it to the right. They come all the way out to number 9, Jengjob. And they still go out to the left, 2 and 1, but the pass was forward.
Good call by the referee. And the referee's going to award a scrum to Thailand. Award a scrum to Sri Lanka, and they need to get their hands on the ball.
Yes, they do, and they need to look after the ball. They're making unforced errors by pushing the pass and not getting enough players to the breakdown.
That is half time, and it's an early start for Thailand, and they have been scored 3 brilliant tries, and they're up 21-0.
Nope. No.
And we have kickoff from Sri Lanka. Thailand on the attack straight away. They shift it out to the right to their danger girl, and she's away, just like that, around her opposite. And look at this, the pace on her.
Yeah, that's right. And Thailand did such a good job. Not only is she quick, but Thailand as a team, They know when to give her the ball at one-on-one. She's big and strong, and she's done a great job so far throughout the tournament. And I believe that's her try number 8. So Thailand looking strong, wanting to finish strong, and they're going for the 5th spot.
Good try by Chitrawin Chitrakan, and that is converted by Butsaya Banrak. So they extend their lead to 28. No.
Now we get corrected, David, and Sri Lanka. It's been a tough game for them, but I still think they've still got something they can try and get a score on here. They just need to work on receiving this ball.
So Banrock getting us underway again. Nice high kick, a lot of hang time there. And they have got the ball back. Hua Kid with the ball. She seems to get past her first defender, and she will trot away for a try.
And fantastic effort by the winger, but I'm looking forward to the up-and-coming matches here, David. We've got some big games where the UAE, the local team, they've got a good opportunity to finish strong in this tournament, playing against the Sri Lankan side.
Yes,
and
looking forward to the upcoming games.
Yep,
it's going to be a cracker.
Been very impressed with this UAE side, how well they have performed. And they'll be happy to know that they've been the host nation, and they'll like to try and cement that 5th spot.
So the try is unconverted. So the score will remain 33-0 to Thailand. But how good is it to have Sri Lankan women's and men's team here competing?
Oh, I think it's been amazing. I just spoke to the Sri Lankan coach before, Ben Collins, and they've got a pretty big profile, and they've realised that sevens now is an Olympic sport, and that physically they can do really well. So they've got a good program in place, and also attracting the high international scene, but also the grassroots. They've worked out that more kids need to be playing the game. So part of his job is not only to be coaching the international team, but also helping out in the community games and just getting more kids purely playing the game, which is great for the game in itself.
And number 8, Michok for, number 12, Hodkid for Thailand has gone in under the post. So a great team try by Thailand.
A great team try.
Yes, you're 100% right. The men's coach for Sri Lanka, was great having him in here.
Yep, and we've had a lot of guest speakers, and everybody wanted to jump. Everybody wanted to take our jobs here, David. Service. But
and one more thing, Aaron. Apologies once again for getting that game wrong to all our online users and viewers. Sri Lanka men's team did beat the Filipino men's team 28-26, so our apologies for that little mishap.
There's a technical problem from our technical team behind us, but apart from that, the picture quality. I'd like to thank all the supporters tuning around the world and giving your support for your team, and also giving you an insight into what rugby looks like in the UAE. This is with the Dubai Sports City. This is the home of Asia Rugby, and they've been the lucky venue to be able to host the Dialog Asia Rugby Sevens in Thailand. Kick off once again. It's another good take as well. So good in the air, the Thailand team, and they look to take the blind side, but a show and go at halfback, taking in 2 or 3 defenders, keeping the ball alive, getting good quick ball, but referee saying that was another seatbelt tackle. And we see Thailand looking to exploit space, and another little pass, and they go in again, and it's a beautiful try in the corner. And Thailand are finishing strong, aren't they today, David?
Yes, they are. That was a well-worked try by the Thailand team. Nice composure, didn't panic, and managed to find the try line.
Yep, and the players seem to enjoy themselves, still got a lot of smiles on their face, even by the Sri Lankan team. And throughout the tournament, the spirit within the players has been exceptional.
It's good to see the crowd still hanging around.
Yep, they're hanging around. They've got a big game between the UAE, all here to support the UAE national side.
And the conversion is unsuccessful.
And we're going to be seeing Thailand still. They would like to try and get to 50 here. And it's going to be their kickoff, and they're just doing so well getting the timing right. And the coach will be very happy how well Thailand are finishing strong here.
Nice high kick for Banrock. And the referee has decided to let that one go. But no touch judge must have seen differently. So we're going to come back for the forward pass in mid-air from Sri Lanka.
So I believe this will be the last play there, David. And you know, look at the energy levels, the body signs are still, the Thailand team, they still want to get one more score. And we've got an interesting game coming up as well, following after this. We go back to the men's section, where we're going to be seeing Malaysia taking on the Philippines. But we've still got our last 30 seconds play here. Thailand keeping the ball alive.
Good wrap around by Thailand. Good offload off the ground, and they get it straight to Mateo, but she couldn't hold on to the ball.
And that's full time, everybody. It's a fantastic performance by Philippines, walking away with that 45 to none. And that's also a good opportunity to thank our sponsors once again. The Dialog Asia Rugby Sevens, Dialog being the main sponsor, Rhino, our ball supplier, World Fair, our apparel supplier, Saudi German Hospital for supporting with all the first aid equipment and all the ambulances, Aquafine water, and the Red Bull drink. So I want to say thank you for everybody for all your support throughout the 2 days.